Welcome back to the Urban Brain. Today we need to have an uncomfortable macro-strategic conversation. If you are a government minister, municipal technology planner, or sovereign wealth fund allocator, you need to accept a stark reality. The concept of the smart city is officially dead. What is currently being sold to public sector boards as 2026 innovation is actually a recycled 2010 marketing framework. For the past 15 years, governments have spent trillions of dollars building massive data repositories and complex dashboards. But dashboards do not govern. A traditional smart city is entirely reactive. It relies on passive sensors to tell an operator that a water main has broken, a traffic grid is locked, or a power surge has occurred after the event has already caused economic paralysis. This isn't a smart city. It is simply an expensive digitized rearview mirror. As we scale into the next decade, the macroeconomic reality demands an entirely new architecture. We are transitioning away from reactive urban spaces and entering the era of the autonomous, proactive agentic city. And right now, most public institutions are completely unprepared. To understand this paradigm shift, government leadership must understand exactly what agentic AI means without the confusing engineering jargon. For the past few years, the public has been fascinated by generative AI and basic chatbots, but those systems are passive. They sit there completely stagnant, waiting for a human being to type a prompt. Agentic AI operates on a completely different evolutionary plane. An AI agent is an autonomous digital entity. Instead of waiting for individual prompts, it is simply given a high level strategic objective. It possesses the native capability to evaluate environmental parameters independently, design its own multi-step execution plans, coordinate machine to machine with other digital entities, and execute the objective from start to finish without continuous human handholding. In urban infrastructure, this means moving away from centralized software that requires human monitoring teams and moving toward an intelligent, decentralized network of digital managers capable of taking real-world action in milliseconds. Building an agentic city requires an architecture built on three distinct structural layers. First is the cognitive perception layer. This replaces legacy data silos with a continuous real-time edge computing fabric. It doesn't just collect data, it understands systemic anomalies as they happen. Second is the agentic orchestration layer. This is the brain of the city. Here, highly specialized AI agents operate across municipal departments. The traffic agent communicates natively with the logistics agent, which coordinates instantly with the emergency response agent. They optimize the city's resources in real time through machine to machine negotiation, bypassing months of interdepartmental bureaucracy. Third is the autonomous execution layer. This is where digital decisions translate into physical reality. Closed-loop actuators, self-healing utility grids, and autonomous transit frameworks adjust their operational parameters automatically to maintain absolute institutional resilience. When these three layers fuse, the city stops acting like a machine you operate and starts functioning like an ecosystem that self-optimizes. This is not a distant theoretical prediction. The transition is actively happening right now in pioneering global corridors. Look at Kaohsiung. They have moved past basic smart traffic lights and deployed multi-agent systems that autonomously orchestrate mass transit flows and optimize emergency service routing, slicing incident response times down to the absolute minimum. Look at Singapore. Through the evolution of virtual Singapore, they are transitioning their highly advanced digital twin from a passive visualization tool into an active live testing sandbox run by agentic algorithms to simulate and execute microclimate optimization and resource allocation. And look at NEOM. By building on a zero legacy architectural canvas, they are designing a cognitive model where predictive AI agent swarms manage entire water desalination life cycles and clean grid balancing natively, ensuring absolute operational continuity regardless of external shocks. These regions understand that future national competitiveness belongs to those who outdeploy, not those who outsize. This brings us to the immediate bottleneck: government procurement. Right now, public sector procurement teams are still signing legacy, multi-year contracts for centralized software bundles that lock them into rigid vendor ecosystems. This is a catastrophic strategic error. Moving forward, procurement teams must enforce a new mandate. You must demand three things. First, absolute open API orchestration. Second, native agentic interoperability. Your systems must be built to talk to third-party AI agents out of the box. And third, unyielding data sovereignty architectures. If a technology vendor cannot prove that their system can evaluate parameters and execute workflows autonomously within your secure national data layer, it is an obsolete liability. Do not buy dashboards. Buy autonomous capabilities. Ultimately, technology is only as resilient as the governance framework protecting it. The final piece of the puzzle is establishing an outcome-based digital governance model. We must redefine the boundary between human oversight and machine velocity execution. The goal is not to eliminate human leadership, but to elevate it. Humans must remain in the loop for high-level policy and ethical boundaries, while allowing agentic networks to execute at the speed of deployment. The city of 2030 will be autonomous. The only question left is whether your government architecture will lead this transition or be buried by it. If you are a government policymaker, institutional allocator, or enterprise tech leader ready to design and deploy a future-proof agentic framework for your region, let us align your strategy. Go to usmanzafar.com today and book an institutional briefing. Thank you for tuning into this masterclass. Stay strategic.